going in.
Love it. Welcome back, Studio 10, and if you are just joining us right now, we are still here at the MSU Dairy Store, but we went a little further behind the counter, and we're actually in the dairy plant, and we're here with Matt. Matt, tell me about the role that you play here at the plant.
So I make the ice cream that they sell out in the dairy store. We use this room here to make the mix that's required to make ice cream.
That is awesome. It's amazing to see all these different types, all these different wires, and see how this all becomes a well-oiled, or I should say a well-creamy machine that we have going on here.
Yeah.
But you're not the only one who's back here in the plant. Talk about the students that work alongside you.
Yeah, so we have student help here. They get a good hands-on experience of the process. You know, they can help with production. They help with a lot of the prep and the setup. They would start with the tanker truck where you would pick up the cream. The cream would get pumped into the tank in the corner, the cream tank. And then from there, we'd use our software system to move the fluids into the batch tanks. There is where the sugar, milk powder, all those things are incorporated with the liquefier here. After the batch is made and ready to go, then we would send it through the pasteurizer and then out onto the plant floor and into the PT tank where it's held and cooled until we run the ice cream. 300
gallons gets put in here.
Yep.
Now, how many of these 300 gallons do you do a day?
So right now we can do like 2 a week. We make a couple runs a week. So generally the 260 gallon range is what you end up with, and yields somewhere between 160 and 180 3-gallon tubs of ice cream.
Well, after it goes through this room, the next section would be the freezer room.
You can see the piping that runs overhead. So you follow the pipes out. You'd use the piping to run it to the PT tank, which is the holding tank for the freezing center out on the dairy plant floor.
Okay, well, shall we make our way over there?
Let's go.
Well, Matt, we've gone from the production room and now we are in the freezing center. But tell us, where in this entire center is the ice cream right now?
And the ice cream right now is in that freezer. We make it in the other room, in the production room, and then we pump it into these tanks here. These are the holding tanks. So this would be the PT tank. We call it a pasteurized tank. So the ice cream mix is pasteurized and held in that tank and kept at a suitable temperature until we run it. From there, we use a series of pipes and pumps to move it into the freezer center, or the flavor vat, sorry. Wow. They're 150 gallons, but we usually run like a 100-gallon batch in each one of them.
Okay.
That's where the vanillas are added, the peanut butter is added, and then from there, it's again used valves and pumps to feed the Tetra Pak freezer, continuous ice cream freezer. So it uses a scrape surface to freeze the ice cream. So basically when it goes through that machine, air is incorporated, and basically the ice cream comes off almost like a soft serve state.
The next step out of the freezing center would be
into the dairy store.
Well, from the farm, the factory, the freezer, and here it is. Clearly, you guys have shown us that there is so much that goes into making ice cream. And let me tell you, it tastes a whole lot better when you see the production and the whole process and all the different hands and how everybody comes together to give us this great ice cream.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, and clearly I see, Haley, as to why you said Michigan is one of the top in the country when it comes to dairy farms as well. So what's something else that we should kind of start thinking about now that we have our dairy on our plate? What's something else that we should kind of keep in mind?
Yeah, I would say, not only is it a nutritious source of fuel for us and our bodies, but also just the hands that go into preparing it. Every time you have a yogurt, eat some ice cream, drink a glass of milk, just think about all of those folks who have worked together to make that happen for our families.
Yeah, absolutely. And Matt, thank you so much for giving us the full-on tour and showing us all the different hands and the different parts and the processes that all come together to give us that ice cream that we all know and love. And we'll have more information from Michigan Ag Council online, and as well as how you can get your scoop right here at the MSU Dairy Store.